What's going on, guys? It's me, Miko, here with another video. So boy, do I have a story time for you guys today. But before we get into that, I have some announcements. So yeah, let's just get right into them. Well, it's actually only one announcement, but so basically the last month, I'd say, I've been getting into music, and yeah, so I just want to say my first song is gonna drop April 17th. I just gotta say, the music that I'm gonna be dropping and all the music in the future isn't some corny YouTuber diss track music. It's gonna be some real shit that I put some time into, and yeah, you guys are gonna really like it. So if you just come here for the videos and the story times, that's completely fine. Like, seriously, I'm not saying you need to check out my music. That's completely fine. If you're watching this video right now, whether you're subscribed or not, whether this is your first time seeing me or not, you're doing more than enough for me, and I fucking love you. But yeah, I just want to say that. So if you want to listen to my music when it drops, my first song April 17th, stay tuned. I will tweet about it also. Anyway, I don't want to talk too much, so let's just get right into the video. So this takes place back in 2019, so 2 years ago, and it was the summer of 2019 to be specific. So I remember me, my stepbrother, and my dad all went to Palm Springs, California, and we actually have a condo in there that we just sold, RIP, but we used to have a condo in there, and basically we flew down there. I remember, flew down there. Actually, no, we didn't. We drove down there, which was, oh god, that was such a long drive. It was I can't remember. Did we fly? I don't know. I'm pretty sure we drove there though. And yeah, because I think we stayed a couple nights in Las Vegas. So we flew down there. Why do I keep on saying that? We drove down there. And once we got there, it's pretty normal. We were just hanging out the condo, enjoying the hot weather, just enjoying as much of it as we could, and chilling in the pool, whatever. So I don't know what day it was. I think we're gonna stay there for about a week, maybe more, maybe 9 or 10 days, but we're staying there for a bit. I don't know what day this happened on, but one of the days, I feel like it was kind of the end of the trip, like day 6 maybe. I don't know. But one of the days we were there, I remember I was sitting down, on my phone in the living room, and my dad was in the kitchen, and then my stepbrother was in the kitchen too. I don't know. I was in the living room, I remember, and my chair started to move a tiny bit. I don't know how I explain it. It's the room kind of started to just turn a tiny bit, and I was like, what the hell is that? And I just thought it was my brother freaking me out from behind or something, or I don't know. I thought it was just my brother pranking me and scaring me or something, or maybe shaking the chair to think I was tripping or something. I don't know. Yeah, so and then my dad says, Miko, do you feel that? I'm like, yeah, what is that? And he's just holy shit, it's a fucking earthquake. I was like, what? I was just he was just it's an earthquake, come here. I was like, you're joking. He's just Miko, fucking get here. I'm like, holy shit, alright. So I went, and I remember me, him, and my brother we went in the middle of a door frame. And yeah, so we went in the middle of this door frame, because if you guys don't know, that's I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure a basement and the middle of a door is where you want, I don't know how to explain it. If a door was there, basically you would go in the middle. I don't know how to explain it. Just a different room, basically, if that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe that's for tornadoes. You go downstairs in the basement for a tornado. I can't exactly remember, but I know that was one of the spots we were supposed to go. So we went in the middle, and it kept on shaking, and I was like, holy shit. And I remember we were like, all right, we gotta go outside. My dad said that. So we were like, all right. So we all ran outside, and it wasn't fucking 10 out of 10 earthquake. It wasn't some insane shit. It wasn't a 10 on the Richter scale, but it was pretty damn, I don't know, you could definitely feel it. You could feel the room shaking, and the lights, we had these hang down lights in the condo. Those were shaking a little bit. Those were vibrating, and furniture was starting to shake a little bit. It wasn't insane. It wasn't everything was going insane, but everything was basically vibrating, and you could feel the room kind of tilting back and forth, and it scared the shit out of me, because I'd never felt something like that. If you've ever been in an earthquake, you know the feeling. It's weird and it's scary. But we all went, and I was like, oh shit, I forgot my phone. But I was like, fuck it, I can get a new one. I'm not going to risk my life for that, so whatever. So we all went outside, and we talked to the neighbors. We're like, hey, did you feel that? Yeah, I think it's an earthquake. We're like, yeah, it is. It sucks. Yeah, we have a baby with us. I hope you all do well. We're like, yeah, you too. So we went for a walk, and I remember my brother, checked his phone. It was just like earthquake Palm Springs. He like Googled it. And apparently, guys, this was in 2019. Apparently, this was the worst earthquake they had gone in 20 years. So pretty damn bad. You know, this isn't some tiny, I mean, it was not horrible, but like, you know, the worst earthquake in 20 years is kind of bad. So I can't exactly remember what number it was on the Richter scale, but all I know that is that it went into some parts of Mexico. Yeah, I know that it went into some parts of Mexico, and it was, I searched up on YouTube, I was like Palm Springs, California earthquake, and I saw all these videos, and people were literally like right next to, not exactly in Palm Springs, but in other cities, like right next to Palm Springs, like little towns. They were like taking videos of it and uploading it to YouTube, and like, we're in, you know, blah 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 city, and it's happening. I'm like, holy shit, we're all in the same earthquake. And I remember seeing like Snapchat stories from Los Angeles, and they had it probably the worst, because they literally had, sorry guys, that's my dog if you can hear that, but they literally had like, well, they, you know, Los Angeles has water near them, and luckily Palm Springs is like East California. It's next to LA, but it's not, you know, next to the beach. You know, that was good, because tsunamis obviously are not good, but it was still pretty shitty, and I'm just freaking the fuck out, because I had never experienced something like this before. Seriously, if you have ever been in an earthquake, shit scares you, okay? So I remember we're on this walk, and I think we actually saw like some cracks in the floor. I shit you not. It wasn't like the fucking earth was splitting in half, but like, you know, there were some cracks in the ground, so, you know, that just goes to show that there was an earthquake. And I remember we were like, holy shit. So we're just freaking out, you know, it's still happening, we could feel it, and eventually it kind of went down, like, alright, I think it's time to go back. So we went back, and I'm pretty sure the rest of that day was pretty normal. We just kind of hung around. I think it went down again, or yeah, it went completely gone, so we're like, alright, thank God. And yeah, I think it was like a 6.8 on the Richter scale. I don't know, maybe it was like a 5, I don't know. Still pretty bad though. And yeah, it was the worst one they had in 20 years. And there's one city, I can't exactly remember what city. It was a small city, it starts with an R. It's near that area. Maybe you guys can like let me know in the comments down below. I think it's called Riverside, I could be wrong, but, or yeah, I think Riverside, I don't know. But they had it the worst, guys. I'm telling you, if you heard about this earthquake, it was, you know, in 2019, so it wasn't too long ago, but if you heard about this earthquake, I don't know if it was on the news or anything, but it was pretty damn bad, because in Riverside, or whatever that city's called, buildings were on fire. Like, I shit you not, literally people had to evacuate. Like, all of these fucking buildings were on fire. It was insane. Like, I saw so many just videos, and I felt horrible, because all of these buildings are on fire, people are screaming, and like, just everything was on fire. Like, seriously, I remember seeing one video with a huge fucking like crack in the ground. I was like, holy shit. And all these cars had to evacuate, and everyone had to leave. And you know, it's shitty, we're just trying to enjoy our trip, and a fucking earthquake happens. So I'm extremely paranoid that the shit's gonna come back. So the whole day, I remember I texted my mom. I was like, Mom, there's an earthquake happening. If I die, I love you. Like, I was overreacting, I know, but still, it was pretty bad. Like, when you're in an earthquake, especially, you know, this wasn't some insane shit, but it was still pretty bad, considering worst one in 20 years. So I was texting my mom. I was like, Mom, you know, if I die today, I love you. Just know that I love you. And, you know, thank God your boy didn't die. But yeah, I was crying on the phone. I was just freaking the fuck out. And eventually I kind of calmed down. I remember we went to LA like the next day. Nothing happened, right? Well, our last day of the trip, I remember the second to last day of the trip, it was, you know, a normal day. That earthquake hadn't happened in 2 days, I believe. So the day after we went to Los Angeles and just hung around the Santa Monica and shit like that, it was nighttime, and we were just chilling. I don't know, I think we went to the gas station or something. We got back home, and when we got back home, I'm just munching on my snacks. Sure enough, it comes back. But this time, it's even fucking worse, I think. I don't know if it was, I don't know, I think it was a little bit worse. Like, we checked the Richter scale, and it was a little bit, not a whole lot, but maybe like 0.5, and you could definitely feel it was a little bit more strong. I was like, great, I'm gonna fucking die. So now I'm just freaking the fuck out, and he's just like, alright, everyone come here. And this time I believed him, because I knew my brother wasn't fucking with me. So I remember we did the same thing as usual. You know, we went under this, in the middle of a doorway or whatever. There wasn't a door there, but we, you know, in the middle of it to just take place. And we felt like the condo was literally like tilting. We're like, like, all right, this bitch is gonna fall, fuck it. So I think, no, we didn't say that, but we went out, and it's not like it was, you know, falling, but still, you never know. So I think we went outside again, so literally the same thing we did last time. Maybe we didn't, I don't know. Actually, no, I think I know what we did. When the earthquake was happening, guys, we packed our stuff to fuck this and drive back home. So we packed all our stuff, and we were, you know, we drove back. We're like, all right, well, you know, sadly, we couldn't make it an extra day, but who cares, you know, as long as we get there safe. We see there's only like 1 day left of our trip, so we just said screw it, you know, we're not gonna risk dying. I mean, who knows, man, honestly. So you don't mess around with that. So we're just like, all right, let's just go back to the house just to play safe, you know. So we go back to the house, and no, we're driving, and like half an hour into driving, we're like, all right, not even like 15 minutes, we're like, all right, let's just stay the night, because it's like, at this point, it's like 11 p.m. We don't want to drive all the way back. I can't remember, did we fly? I don't know. I think we drove there in a rental, and then we flew back. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong though, but I think in Las Vegas, we actually, I don't know, we either flew there and flew back, or drove there and flew back. I don't know. I think we honestly just flew. I don't know. I can't remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did fly there and fly back. But anyway, I remember we were driving. We're like, all right, let's just go back and stay the night. Like, great. So I text my friend freaking out. I was like, yo, the earthquake is back, because I told him about it the first time. I was like, damn, well, hope you don't die. I'm like, thanks, man. So I remember we stayed the night, and that whole night I could not sleep. I kid you not, I couldn't sleep. And my dad was just like, you know, if it happens again, we'll leave. Like, honestly, this time, who cares if it's 2 in the morning? We're not gonna deal with this again. So I'm like, all right. So sure enough, I go to sleep again, and the damn thing happens a third time. It comes back a third fucking time. So now another mini earthquake happens, and like I said, guys, I really wasn't sleeping much. I think I slept for maybe a couple hours once I could finally calm down. I was super paranoid the entire night, and I really couldn't fall asleep. So I was in a very light sleep the whole night, because I wasn't that tired, and I could barely go to sleep. So a tiny earthquake happens again. I immediately wake up and like, dad, wake up. I go to his room, like, dad, wake up. He's just like, what? And I'm just like, an earthquake just happened. He's just like, oh, I felt it too. It was a tiny one though. I'm like, all right, so are we gonna stay here? Just like, yeah, just go to sleep. I'm like, Jesus Christ. So I'm just freaking out at this point, guys, because, you know, not only my dad said we'd go if there was another earthquake. Sure enough, another earthquake happened, but I guess it just wasn't big enough, so we just said screw it. After that, guys, I think I don't know, I think the next day we, for real, left, and, you know, like I said, all our stuff was packed. So immediately when we woke up, we got some breakfast, and then we just dipped, and we left there, and then we returned the rental in Las Vegas, and then we flew home. And I was just really grateful to not, you know, die or something, or get seriously injured, because that would have been hell. And yeah, it was a fun trip, don't get me wrong, but that earthquake, you know, 3 fucking times, it was horrible. Yeah, we just drove back to my city, and, well, no, we drove back and then we flew back, because like I said, there was a rental. But yeah, and then we just got back to my city, and we were all good. But moral of there isn't even a moral of the story. It's just try to be careful, but you really can't prevent this shit. You know, it's not like it was any of our faults. But yeah, so holy shit, I'm running at 17 minutes 15 seconds. I'm sure, you know, the video will be shorter than that because I have to edit it and shit. Damn, this is gonna take a lot of gameplay, so I'm gonna have to grind fucking hard on COD tonight, and I'm going to have to edit for a long time. Hours and hours and hours. Jesus Christ. This is gonna be hell. Anyway, so I hope you guys like this insanely long story time. I don't know how long it'll be when it's done edited, but definitely over 10 minutes. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna save this for a milestone, like for, you know, 1K or something. I don't know, just any milestone really, but I just said fuck it, you guys are really gonna enjoy this. It was just a really crazy story time, and yeah, I hope none of you have to deal with this, because it's so horrible, and it was horrible, and I feel bad mainly for the people that lived in Riverdale, or not the show, Riverside, or whatever it's called. I can't remember. Maybe you guys can let me know. It's in Southern California. But anyway, so I hope you guys like the video. This is gonna be hell to edit, but that's fine. I enjoy doing this shit. So I hope you guys like the video. This has been Miko. I'm out. Leave a like for the long story. Peace.